An electrifying moment at the military barracks. BTS Taehyung stunned everyone by choosing a breathtaking backflip during a talent showdown, while his comrades opted for push-ups and other feats. Why did he pick such a daring move? And what's the heartfelt reason that left everyone in awe? Dive into this captivating story to uncover the emotional truth behind Taehyung's choice. You'll be on the edge of your seat until the very end. Before we dive into this incredible story, I'd like to remind you to press the subscribe button and activate the notification bell so you don't miss out on our latest updates. On a lively afternoon at the 2nd Infantry Division military camp, where BTS Taehyung has been serving, a spontaneous talent showdown brought the soldiers together in a burst of camaraderie. While his comrades showcased their skills with push-ups, strength challenges, and more, Taehyung surprised everyone by choosing a stunning backflip, a move that left the barracks buzzing with excitement. But what made Taehyung opt for a backflip instead of something simpler? And why did his reason touch the hearts of everyone around him? Let's unravel this heartwarming story, exploring the layers of Taehyung's choice and the emotions behind it. Was a warm afternoon at the 2nd Infantry Division, also known as the Double Dragons, where Taehyung has been serving since early 2024. The camp, surrounded by rolling hills and a clear blue sky, was a hub of activity as the soldiers wrapped up a morning of intense training. After hours of drills, the soldiers were given a rare break, and the mood was light as they sat together, sharing stories and laughter. To keep the energy high, one soldier suggested a talent showdown, where each person could showcase a skill or trick. The idea was met with cheers, and soon, the soldiers were gathered in a circle, ready to unleash skill. What would each soldier choose to show off? And how would Taehyung, known for his creativity, decide to participate in this friendly competition? The talent showdown kicked off with a bang as the soldiers took turns displaying their skills. Private Min Jae started with a set of 50 push-ups, his arms moving with precision as the group counted aloud, cheering him on with each rep. Next, Corporal Park showed off his strength by lifting a heavy sandbag, holding it above his head for an impressive 30 seconds. Another soldier, Private Lee, opted for a speed challenge, running a quick lap around the barracks in record time, earning applause for his agility. The skills were practical and grounded, reflecting the physical training the soldiers had been honing for months. But as Taehyung's turn approached, the soldiers turned to him with curiosity. Would he follow suit with a physical feat like push-ups, or would he surprise them with something entirely different? When Taehyung stepped into the center of the circle, the soldiers leaned in, eager to see what he would do. Many expected him to choose something simple like push-ups or a sprint, given the practical nature of the other performances. But Taehyung had other plans. With a playful smile, he took a deep breath, bent his knees, and launched himself into the air, performing a flawless backflip that left everyone stunned. He landed with grace, his feet steady on the ground, and the barracks erupted in cheers. "That was insane!" Private Min Jae shouted while Corporal Park clapped wildly, exclaiming, "Why a backflip, V?" Taehyung's choice stood out starkly against the push-ups and strength feats of his comrades. But why did he pick such a daring move? The soldiers' reactions were a mix of shock and curiosity, their cheers quickly turning into questions. "Why a backflip?" one soldier asked, his brow furrowed in confusion. "Push-ups would have been easier," another added, laughing, while the others had chosen skills that aligned with their military training. Push-ups, lifting, running. Taehyung's backflip was a bold departure, a move that required not just strength but also precision and confidence. Some soldiers were in awe of his athleticism, with Private Lee muttering, "I can barely do a cartwheel, and he's out here flipping like it's nothing." Others were more curious about his choice, wondering what inspired Taehyung to go for something so unexpected. Was there a reason behind his decision, or was he simply showing off a hidden talent? As the soldiers gathered around him, Taehyung offered a brief explanation, his voice soft but sincere. "I chose a backflip because it feels like flying," he said, his eyes sparkling with a mix of nostalgia and joy. "It's something I used to do as a kid, and I thought it might bring a little magic to our day." The soldiers nodded, touched by his words, but they couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to his choice. Why did Taehyung feel the need to bring magic to the barracks? Was his backflip a way to escape the rigors of military life, or did it hold a deeper emotional significance tied to his past? To understand Taehyung's choice, we need to look back at his childhood in Daegu, where his love for backflips began. As a young boy, Taehyung was full of energy, often spending hours in his family's backyard trying flips and tricks on the grass. "I wanted to be a gymnast," he once shared in an old BTS interview, a memory that resurfaced after this moment went viral. Backflips for Taehyung were more than just a physical feat. They were a symbol of freedom, a way to feel weightless and carefree in a world that often felt heavy. But why did he choose to revisit this childhood memory now, in the middle of a military talent showdown? The soldiers' choices of push-ups, lifting, and running were practical, rooted in the physical training they had been doing for months. Push-ups, in particular, were a common skill at the camp, a go-to exercise that tested strength and endurance. "I picked push-ups because it's what we do every day," Private Min Jae explained. "It's something I know I can do well." Corporal Park echoed this sentiment, saying, "Lifting the sandbag felt like a natural choice. It's part of our training." So why didn't Taehyung opt for something similar? Why choose a backflip, a move that carried more risk and required a different kind of skill, over a safer option like push-ups? Taehyung's choice of a backflip was deeply tied to his desire to inspire joy among his comrades. While push-ups and strength feats showcased discipline and endurance, qualities the soldiers were already familiar with, a backflip brought an element of surprise and wonder. "I wanted to do something that would make everyone smile," Taehyung later shared, his voice filled with warmth. He knew that push-ups, while impressive, wouldn't have the same emotional impact as a backflip, which carried a sense of playfulness and freedom. But was this the only reason, or was there a more personal motivation behind his choice? As Taehyung reflected on his choice, he revealed a deeper layer to his reason, one that brought tears to the soldiers' eyes. "The backflip reminds me of my BTS brothers," he said, his voice trembling with emotion. He explained that during their early days as a group, he and the members would often play around during dance practice, trying flips and tricks to make each other laugh. "Jungkook used to challenge me to do backflips," Taehyung recalled, a fond smile on his face. "I wanted to do this to feel closer to them, even though we're apart." Why did Taehyung feel the need to honor his BTS brothers in this moment? Taehyung's military service has meant being separated from his BTS bandmates, the 6 brothers who have been his support system for over a decade. The emotional weight of this separation has been heavy, especially during tough days at the camp. While push-ups and strength feats were practical choices for the soldiers, Taehyung's backflip was a way to reconnect with his past, to feel the presence of his bandmates even while miles apart. "Doing the backflip made me feel like they were here with me," he shared. But how did this emotional connection influence his performance? Taehyung has always been the mood maker of BTS, known for his ability to lift spirits with his playful antics and warm heart. In the military, he has taken on a similar role, often cheering up his comrades with his humor and kindness. Choosing a backflip over push-ups was a deliberate decision to bring a sense of wonder to the barracks, to remind his fellow soldiers of the joy that can be found even in challenging times. "I wanted to give them a moment to forget the stress," Taehyung explained. But did this choice reflect a deeper need within Taehyung himself? The soldiers were deeply moved by Taehyung's reason, their admiration for him growing even stronger. "I thought he was just showing off," privately admitted. "But now I see it was so much more," Corporal Park added. "He's always thinking about us, even when he's missing his own family." The backflip, which had initially seemed like a bold choice compared to push-ups, became a symbol of Taehyung's selflessness. How did this revelation change the way the soldiers saw Taehyung? When news of Taehyung's backflip and his reason spread online, Army was quick to react. The video of his performance went viral, but it was his explanation that truly captured fans' hearts. "Taehyung did a backflip to feel closer to BTS. I'm crying," one fan tweeted. Another wrote, "He chose a backflip over push-ups to bring joy and honor his brothers. This is why we love him." The hashtag Taehyung backflip trended worldwide, with fans sharing messages of love. But how did Taehyung feel about this global response? In the days that followed, Taehyung reflected on his decision to choose a backflip over push-ups. "I didn't expect it to mean so much to everyone," he admitted to his comrades. He shared that the backflip was a way for him to find balance, to honor his past while embracing his present as a soldier. "It reminded me of who I am, even in this new environment," he said. But did this moment inspire Taehyung to continue sharing his talents in unique ways? Taehyung's backflip left a lasting impact on the barracks, inspiring a new tradition of talent showdowns. The soldiers began to see the value in choosing skills that brought joy, rather than just showcasing strength. Taehyung's choice also deepened his bond with his comrades, who now saw him as not just a soldier, but a brother with a heart of gold. What other ways would Taehyung continue to inspire his fellow soldiers? Taehyung's decision to choose a backflip over push-ups during the talent showdown at the 2nd Infantry Division was more than just a display of skill. It was a heartfelt gesture that brought joy, honored his BTS brothers, and reminded everyone of the power of connection. As we wait for more updates on Taehyung's journey, let's continue to support him and his comrades, celebrating the moments that make us smile. Share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more BTS updates. As we wrap up this incredible story about Taehyung's heartfelt backflip, we want to thank you, our amazing viewers, for joining us on this journey. Your support keeps us going, and we're so grateful to have you as part of our community. If this moment touched your heart, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're so close to our next milestone, and we need your help to get there. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update on BTS and all the stories that matter to you. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and tell us how Taehyung's reason made you feel, or share your own messages of support for him. If you loved this video, give it a big thumbs up and share it with your fellow ARMY friends so they can join the excitement too. We're committed to bringing you more thrilling, heartwarming, and exclusive content, but we can't do it without you. Let's keep this journey going together. Subscribe, like, comment, and stay tuned for more. Thank you for being the best fans ever. We'll see you in the next video.